What are we talking about?
What's up, True Feelings family? How you guys doing on this hot day? If you're new to my channel, my name is Crystal, and I hope you stay. And if you do, now it's clear to the family who the popular people are on 90 Day Fiancé, according to the producers. You got Gino and Jasmine, you got Liz and Ed, and then you got the infamous Angela and Michael, who's the most popular because everybody been waiting for Michael to get to America and see if he gonna make it and be able to use his voice. Now, because I had to combine the two, I decided to do Ed and Liz first. Now, I'm not a big fan of Ed, you guys. I'm not a big fan of Ed. I don't give two F's. I don't have nothing to give him. But damn it, at the end of the day, he the homie. And Liz's new boo, this little box head boo, he too much for me. He too much. He's really trying to get in there. He's really trying to get in there. I'm just not feeling him. I don't know if you guys are. I'm just not feeling him. He's doing too much. Like I said, Ed's an asshole, but he's still an OG of 90 Day Fiancé. And I'm not feeling box head. He's doing too much. So of course Liz get there. Everybody happy to see Liz. And of course Jasmine always has the most to say about Ed and how Ed did her and everything. But Liz actually looked good. She looked like she lost some weight and some weight. She actually looks really good. She looks happy. She looks fresh. She just really she looked like she came, you know, her hair's all done. She looked good. She don't look all crying sad, because I feel like every time she was with Ed, her ass just looked fucking miserable. I told you I ran into them at a restaurant here in San Diego a couple of years ago up in Hillcrest, and she looked just miserable. There was no smile on her face. She just looked so freaking unhappy. I'm like, this is the first time really that I can think of it watching 90 Day Fiancé that I've seen Liz look this way. Am I wrong, you guys? The smile, I've never seen her look that way. So now Ed hobbles his little ass in there, and everybody gets quiet because they was all at the bar taking shots, you know, talking shit about Ed and shit. She was like feeling no shits about him. She wanted to poke her damn heel in his eyeball. She was talking mad shit about when she see him, how she would feel until he walked through that door. Nobody really wanted to hug him, touch him, except for the new people that didn't know his bullshit from when he was on Paradise Island. He was a big asshole to her on Paradise Island. He really was. But then they hug and they embrace, and they embrace for a long time. And you look in the we could read the room. Everybody is like, okay, wait a minute. You just talked shit about his ass, and now you're hugging and you're crying and shit. No, everybody's like perplexed. They're like, what the fuck? So they go off, have a conversation, and before they start, Liz says, it feels like nothing has ever changed, and she's just boo-hooing. I really believe in they shit. These are really, let's say, some really good actors. They just crying. Liz is crying because she is still in love with Ed. Ed is crying because he's, to me, still faking a phone, and maybe him trying to sell homes and shit ain't working out too good, and he thought he was gonna get back with Liz so he could be on the show. Because I'm not believing in his shit, okay? I'm just not believing in his shit. You did that girl wrong. So now let's go to the tell-all, and of course they start with Liz and Ed. They start off checking in with them, seeing how they doing. But here we go. We want to know what the hell, why'd you break it off with this girl? Because everyone is looking at Ed saying that was some shitty ass shit to do, to break up through her officiant, and you didn't tell her. She had to find out a whole nother way, but not from your ass. But then they start talking about this whole chili pepper hot, you know, the whole taco night with the whole daughter and thing, and he tried to plead his case and tried to make Liz look like she was the crazy one. But when I thought about the scene, I'm like, no, like Liz said, tell the whole story, fucker, because you're not telling the whole story. I watched the scene, and you told that little girl to stop being a baby. You weren't supposed to talk to that girl that way. I saw you be an asshole to that little girl a few times, because I did a video. I said he don't want nobody's kids. He is in his 50s. That's why he stopped fucking with Rose, because Rose wanted to have a baby, and then she wanted to bring her little boy over there. He don't want no kids. Not that he don't like kids, but he's not trying to be responsible for nobody else's kids. He don't want that shit in his life. That's all that was. But she had every right, if she did light his ass up, for talking to her daughter like that. We watched the shit, okay? We watched it. Ed. We saw it. So that's the one time I'm glad Ashley got into it and said, hey, you done said a whole lot of shit about Liz and her attitude of being angry. What the fuck about you, sir? What have you done? Because I know you've done something lately. Like, what have you done? Because it seemed like you leaving yourself out of the whole fucking breakup, sir. So I can't remember the topic because, like I said, I wrote my notes and shit, but I can't find the notes. So I'm just going off my head trying to remember as much as I can. So they got on the damn topic of her meeting Ed somewhere. She was supposed to meet Ed somewhere, but when she walked up on his ass, there was a whole female hugging all on him, right? So she said she left. But then it came out as he was talking, there were other females, and she was like, shit, I didn't even know about the other females. I only knew about the one. And then she said some disrespectful shit that you couldn't pay anyone to be with, no one wants to be with Ed, something you couldn't pay someone to be with Ed. She just said something really disrespectful where the whole group was like, okay, but you went too far. And Ed said, that's the shit I'm talking about. And she did. She went too far. And she said, well, that's the way I act when I'm pissed off. Okay. So now, they asked him about this whole, is he dating? And we find out through Liz. And he said no. So Liz was like, so why was your punk ass on that damn internet? It's like, you was on the internet on the dating site a month after I left the damn house, fucker. So what was you doing on the dating site after I left? He says, well, shit, it ain't shit to do out here. So that's why I was on dating sites. I didn't go on any damn dates. I ain't even thinking about getting to the next date. I just didn't have shit to do. So, of course, now Ashley got to get into it. It's like, well, you were dating. If you were looking, you were in the process of doing it. It's like, Ashley, okay, you said enough. Shut the fuck up. So, ultimately, his ass ain't dating. So, the host look at Liz and say, Liz, anybody new in your life? And she's like, yes. She's been dating someone for 6 months. For 6 months. And they did the worst shit ever that I just felt. I almost felt sorry for Ed because she's doing it to be petty. So they bring out, let's meet her new boyfriend. And so Boxhead come running out. She tramples out and gives him a hug and so loving and so kissing. And Ed is just sitting there like, this sneaky bitch. I thought I was going to cry my way back into your life so we could get a whole nother check on getting back together. This motherfucker. Now, in my mind, she using this boy. He is definitely rebound boy. She assumed because she was stalking Ed on the dating app that he was messing with someone and had someone. So she wanted to get ahead of the game just to make sure. That's how I'm seeing it. Because I don't see how she could be with someone for 6 months and then 2 months you motherfuckers gonna get into an apartment together. That's what's wrong with your relationship, Liz. You move too fast. Why are you moving in? You ain't even known this man a whole year, but all of a sudden you in love and you want to make sure you just being petty with Ed. He's good in bed. I never had to fake it. Like, you was just being a real asshole in my opinion. What do you guys think? I feel like she just being petty to fuck with Ed. That's what it's looking like to me. I don't even think she really loved this boy. And if you look at them close, they look like they fucking related. So we find out how they met. Slid in a DM. She slid in his DMs. He was watching her. She slid in his DMs. Okay. Guess he was ex-Navy, still Navy, ex-Navy. I don't know what he do. He's somewhere in that, but he military. I guess they, if you see me in San Diego, say hello. Anyway, ex-Navy, whatever. So they're asking her about her relationship. How is this different from your relationship with Ed? And she's like, oh my God, it's so wonderful. I finally feel heard. He lets me talk. He lets me get through my trauma with Ed. And he just lets me work through that. He's so wonderful. And Ed said, you better watch that bitch. You're going to be sitting here with me the next couple of years. You better watch that bitch. Watch her trauma. She's a very angry ass person. So watch her ass. She's mean as a damn snake. So make sure you deal with your issues. Make sure you deal with your issues. And then he said some sideways shit, and homeboy thought it was okay to get up in OG's face and do all of this. And that's when I was like, I don't like you, sir. I don't like you. I don't like him either. But like I said, he's an OG bitch. What? Sit your ass down. Go sit your ass down. Now they bring Mama out. So of course him and Mama go back and forth, and they showing clips of his disrespectful ass with him and Mama was going back and forth. Now the clip that we didn't see, unless I missed it, was Ed telling Liz, take your ass back to San Diego and just stay a bartender for the rest of your natural funky ass life. That's what he was just awful. I said, oh my God, I didn't see that shit. I did not see that at all. I said, wow, Ed, you're an asshole. Well, we already know Ed was an asshole. Ed was an asshole on Paradise. He was an asshole to her on Paradise. I couldn't stand him. He wouldn't let her talk. She couldn't have a thought. She couldn't have a feeling. He would talk over her. He was horrible to Liz, and I'm surprised she stayed after that shit. But like I said, he needed one more check, and I think he needed another. So it's nighttime, y'all, and they get back to the house. I did not know he was going to get to spend the night and stay with the people. I said, damn, you just going to put him in the house with Ed in the house? I'm like, you really trying to get under his skin. Why don't you bring Rose down there so she could be part of the festivities? I'm like, fuck. I felt bad for Ed. I said, oh, she's just being petty, all ass petty. They kissing, hugging, looking at him. He know exactly what they doing. He said, I don't give a shit. She old. It's old pussy. It's old. I already had it. I don't know what it's like. But Liz told them she had, because Jasmine said, listen, he this, you that. How'd y'all do it? I really want to know, how did you guys make that shit work? Because you this and he this. Liz said, I get on top. So I don't know how motherfucker be tired if I'm on top. And then Jasmine went back there as they was talking shit and repeated the shit that she said. But everybody started laughing. He laughed too, but he wasn't really laughing at himself. He was just like, this bitch is in here just being petty, telling all my damn business. So now she got a man that picked her up, threw her over the shoulder. They going into the bedroom to get their little freak on. And she was like, oh my God, Ed could never do this. This is the first time I've had anybody throw me over their shoulders. I said, you such a slimy bitch. You really are. But I don't blame you. Do what you got to do, because he was an asshole. If somebody left me and we were supposed to get married, I done bought all my shit, I'd do the most pettiest shit to your ass. I would actually almost drop down and wank his plane right in front of you, just to show you it's different from yours, just to piss you off, Ed, because that shit was wrong. Like I said, I don't like Boxhead. I don't like him either, but although you are the homie, Ed, so I ain't feeling punk ass. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow with Angela Dean and scared ass Michael's ass. Don't be an asshole, y'all. Bye.